Today, I'm going to be simulating the entire 2023-2024 NFL season in Madden 23. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? And we start off the year with Bryce Young getting drafted by the Chicago Bears. The Bears have actually decided to keep Bryce Young and Justin Fields on their roster. And it still looks like the Ravens have not paid Lamar Jackson. They have not given him a new contract. We also have the Lions, who decided to trade up to draft CJ Stroud in the draft as well. We have a lot of QBs on new teams. Derek Carr actually winds up signing with the New Orleans Saints. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have actually taken a chance on Baker Mayfield as their starting QB after Tom Brady. But maybe the biggest addition over the offseason is that Aaron Rodgers is now a New York Jet. But for some reason, Madden makes no sense, and Jordan Love is not even on the Green Bay Packers. We also have Daniel Jones on the Falcons. Without Daniel Jones, Jared Goff is now the starting QB in New York. And we also have Geno Smith going to play for the Carolina Panthers. And for some reason, the Colts have signed Carson Wentz again. But out of all the new QBs on different NFL teams, the one I want to see right now, because there is a lot of talk about it happening in the real NFL for next season, is Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. And he's already thrown it to Elijah Moore, who's going to catch that for 10 yards. But let me know in the comments which QB decision was the most confusing to all of you in the chat, or maybe the biggest impact throughout the entire NFL. And if you want to see some Bryce Young gameplay, I did a Bryce Young video yesterday. Make sure to go check that out, where we try to turn him into the newest NFL superstar. But Aaron Rodgers, he missed a wide open running back, Breece Hall. Aaron Rodgers going empty here. Can he lead this Jets team on his first drive on the team to a touchdown? No, he can't. He should have been picked. After 4 weeks of the regular season, the Bills and the Texans are somehow 4-0. The Bills and the Texans are leading the AFC right now, and the Raiders without Derek Carr. Whereas in the NFC, we have 3 undefeated teams remaining. The 49ers are 4-0. No surprise there. But the Panthers, kind of like the Texans, they're a huge surprise. 4-0 with Geno Smith at QB. And then the Green Bay Packers with Anthony Richardson, I think, starting QB, are also 4-0. The passing leader so far for the year is Patrick Mahomes, but he's thrown 10 touchdowns and 9 picks, only 4 games into a very interesting season. Then we have Dak with 1,315. Desmond Ridder, still the quarterback for the Falcons. Didn't they sign Daniel Jones? Not really sure what's happening there in Atlanta. Deshaun Watson and Mitchell Trubisky signed with the Las Vegas Raiders. The leading rusher for this season so far is Jonathan Taylor with 392 yards, 4 touchdowns, followed up by Saquon Barkley and Dameon Pierce right behind them. Breece Hall picking up where he left off after the ACL injury, 379, 3 touchdowns, and Kenneth Walker, 361 with 6 touchdowns. The receiving leader, it is not even a wide receiver. It is tight end Travis Kelce. Not really surprised either about that. Best receiving tight end maybe of all time. Stephon Diggs behind him, 378. Adam Thielen, 357, not Justin Jefferson, DK Metcalf, and then we have Odell Beckham Jr. signing with the Vegas Raiders in 5th. We are halfway into this season with the Jets now leading the AFC at 7-1, Bills behind them 6-2, Ravens 6-2, and the Texans are still leading their division at 5-2. 49ers, the only undefeated team left at 8-0. Eagles picking up where they left off in the NFC, 7-1, Packers 6-1, Lions 6-2. We have Mahomes getting back to his form here with 19 touchdowns, 10 picks, 2,621 passing yards. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos, let's ride. 14 touchdowns, 11 picks, but second in the league in passing yards. Josh Allen, we have Mitchell Trubisky in the top 5, and Deshaun Watson, and then CJ Stroud is going to be 6th in the NFL in passing yards in his rookie year. King Henry leading the league in rushing yards, not surprised there, 754, 1 touchdown though. That is crazy. Breece Hall, 726, 6 touchdowns. Nick Chubb, 705 and 9 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, 10 touchdowns, almost 700 yards. Then we have Diggs leading the league in receiving with 777 yards. Cooper Kupp, 768. Isaiah Hodgins goes with Daniel Jones to the Falcons, even though Daniel Jones isn't even playing. He's 3rd in the league in NFL receiving yards. That's crazy. Adam Thielen and Travis Kelce to round the top 5. And now we have Marlon Humphrey leading the league in interceptions with 6. Bobby Wagner with 5, even though he's cut from the Rams in the actual NFL. I guess they didn't cut him in the simulation. And Jair still has 4. And as of right now, we have a rookie in the lead of the NFL MVP discussion, going 6-2 with the Lions. It's CJ Stroud. And then we have Kyler Murray at 5-3. Jalen Hurts at 7-1. The coach of the year is from the Jets. Will Hudson is not Robert Saleh anymore. Kyle Shanahan with 8-0. And Nick Sirianni 7-1 for the Eagles. And now it's playoff time. The Ravens are the best team in the AFC with a 13-4 record. Raiders with Mitchell Trubisky go 12-5. They're second place in the AFC. Bills 12-5. Chiefs make the playoffs as the 4 seed. Then the Texans want to make it at 12-5. So many good records in the AFC. Don't know how the Texans made it. Jets go 11-6. They're in. And the Jaguars get the final playoff spot. In the NFC, How did the Packers get the 1 seed without Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love? Eagles go 13-4. 49ers go from 8-0 to 12-5. Big fall off. Giants 11-6 with Jared Goff. We have the Lions and CJ Stroud going 10-7. The Cardinals 9-8. They get in. And the Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield, they actually win their division and get in at 8-9. Patrick Mahomes had an excellent second half of the season. 5,554 yards, 48 touchdowns, 16 picks. Leads the NFL. Dak second in passing yards, 43 touchdowns, 17 picks. Josh Allen over 5,000. Russell Wilson and Mitchell Trubisky over 5,000 yards passing this year. King Henry, rushing champion this year, 1,717 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns. We have Dameon Pierce with 1,580, 15 touchdowns. Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, and Josh Jacobs behind him. Stephon Diggs winds up finishing the season as well as the leading receiver throughout the entire year with over 1,700 yards, 7 touchdowns. Kupp had a great season. Isaiah Hodgins held on to 3rd place. Chris Godwin in 4th. There's Justin Jefferson at 5th, and then Devontae Smith after him. The sack leader this year is Von Miller with 26 sacks, Myles Garrett with 20, and Max Crosby with 19. The interception leader wound up being Jair Alexander with 7. Marlon Humphrey, I believe, had 6 when we checked him midseason. He stayed at that. We have J.C. Horn with 6 as well. The MVP is going to go to Jalen Hurts. He finished 2nd last year to Mahomes. Mahomes this year finished 2nd to Jalen Hurts. We checked out all the teams that made the playoffs, but here is our playoff bracket. And every round we're going to jump into one playoff matchup, and the one we're going to go into here, I want to see C.J. Stroud. His rookie year, he made the playoffs. Rookie C.J. Stroud already has a superstar ability. Looks like they made a good decision in Detroit to trade up and select C.J. Stroud, getting rid of Jared Goff, and they're going to go with a little run to Amon-Ra St. Brown for 4 yards. In the comments down below, though, I want to know, as C.J. Stroud's going to complete his first pass in the playoffs, what was the biggest surprise of this season? This was obviously a big one. You had the Texans making the playoffs. That was a big one. Isaiah Hodgins finishing 3rd in receiving out of all the great elite wide receivers in the NFL. That is insane. And there's Jameson Williams for about, I think, 12. The question now becomes, who wins the Super Bowl for the 2023-2024 NFL season? Can Stroud continue this drive, though? After this, we're skipping to the end of this game. Stroud looking towards the end zone, and Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to come down with that. But it looks like San Fran's actually going to challenge the ruling on the field, and I don't think he got that second foot down. I think this is going to be overturned. It looks like the Niners are going to take out C.J. Stroud and the Detroit Lions. It was a nice story. Nice while it lasted. They have a bright future there in Detroit. Let me know if you're a Lions fan. Do you want Stroud or stay with Goff? If this was the real team, your Detroit Lions, but the 49ers are moving on. We have 8 teams remaining this season, and we are jumping in next to Raiders hosting the Buffalo Bills. It took Trubisky, I guess, a while to get going in the NFL. On his 4th NFL team, gets a starting job because there's no more Derek Carr, and they wind up finishing 2nd in the NFL. I would like to see them pick up a first down. Can we see Trubisky throw? He is going to throw, but the leading sack leader of the NFL, Von Miller's on the other team, but Mitchell Trubisky going to use his legs. And why did he go down? No clue why Mitch would go down there. He easily had the first down, but we have a 10-7 game between the Bills and the Raiders. Raiders make it 21-17. This is a close game. Bills answer. High-scoring offensive playoff game right now. 31-21 Bills. Oh, this one's going back and forth. It's anybody's game. Raiders need points, though. They make it 31-38. Can they stop Josh Allen? They have the ball back. This is it, though. Season on the line for the Vegas Raiders, or else the Bills are going to an AFC Championship game. 4th and 8. 1 timeout left for the Raiders. Mitch needs a first down. Here comes Von Miller. Mitch gets rid of it out of the reach of his receiver. Who was he looking for? But nonetheless, the Bills can pretty much go to victory formation. He was looking for Darren Waller. The Bills can go victory formation. They're going to the championship. And let's just make sure it is over. Yes, it is. The Bills are moving on. We now have 4 teams remaining, a divisional matchup of the championship game between the Eagles and Giants, and it's Bills-Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Since we just watched the Bills, let's jump over to the NFC with the Eagles and Giants. After I checked the depth chart for the Giants, it's actually Tanner McKee who is the starter now for this Giants team, no longer Jared Goff. But what can Tanner McKee do with this Giants team? Can they beat the Eagles here in the NFC Championship? Barkley gets swallowed up right there, but actually somehow gets back to the line of scrimmage. Can they keep this drive going? Is the Eagles defense too good? Here comes Barkley again. This is a run-first team, I can see. Eagles up 7-0, 14-0. They want to go back 2 years in a row. They lost to the Chiefs last year. They want their revenge. It's 21-7, and I just realized we have a chance to see Chiefs-Eagles once again in the Super Bowl. The Eagles are not messing around. It's 31-7. Jalen Hurts was the MVP for a reason. 31-13 right now in the 4th quarter. Giants are trying to make it close. Tanner McKee, but he can't do it. Jalen Hurts, the MVP, is too good, and the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. And it is not Eagles-Chiefs once again. The Eagles will see a different AFC team and Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills for the Lombardi Trophy. It is Super Bowl 58 time. The Lombardi Trophy is in the building. We have the Eagles back in the Super Bowl, looking to get revenge for Super Bowl 57. They didn't get the Chiefs, they got the Bills, but they'll take a Lombardi Trophy. And since Jalen won the MVP, we're jumping on board with the Eagles here. Their offensive drive, then we super sim the entire game and see who comes away with the Super Bowl championship. 1st and 10, Miles Sanders picks up 4. We also got Lane Johnson out there, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Ton of great players for this Eagles team. Jalen Hurts, a little play action. I'm not sure where he's going, but he still completes it to his receiver. Not sure who number 13 is for the Eagles, but he takes it all the way down to the 28. Is that Michael Thomas? So the Eagles have a Pro Bowl roster once again. Can they finish it with a Super Bowl championship? Or Bills fans, I know you guys are rooting for your team here. Devontae Smith, touch pass. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to pick up a first down. Not what the Eagles were looking for. One's getting down to the red zone. They thought they could get a touchdown. Now they're back at the 26 on a 3rd and 19. Jalen, you can't take a big sack here. He's going to throw across his body, and Devontae Smith. What a throw. What a catch by Devontae Smith to the 1. Now, this is the real Eagles. This is where everybody pushes Jalen Hurts into the end zone, but Madden doesn't know about that. Hopefully, they never will. That play would be unstoppable. But this time it's a read option, and Jalen Hurts can walk into the end zone. And now let's see who winds up with the Lombardi. Bills answer right back. Bills answer again. 14-7 Buffalo, but here comes Jalen. Ties the game up. 17-14 Bills. This is a really good game right now. Can they take a 2-possession lead? No, they can't. Eagles keep it a 6. They take the lead. We're in the 4th quarter, 24-20. Josh Allen takes the lead, makes it a 10-point game. Eagles make it a 3-point game, but not enough time for the Eagles to come back and win. They lose 2 straight Super Bowls, and the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, are Super Bowl champs. Josh Allen says, we're getting a Lombardi. We're bringing it back to Buffalo. Start jumping through the tables. Here we go. Josh Allen's going to hoist this thing. Your 2023-24 Super Bowl champion Buffalo Bills. That's going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. In the comments down below, let me know what challenge, what video do you want to see next. Peace.